Hello again everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's go. We are on close air support today. Straight into it. Close air support mission number 2 for Operation Bold Cheetah. Really cool freeware system available within DCS. So there's Uzi 1-2, we're Uzi 1-1, we're on the USS John Stennis. And I'm still getting to grips with some of these key binds and click spots, which means I'm trying to work out how to do things like this. Drone camera. Oh yeah. Pretty snazzy. There's the jet, VFA 131, 411 on the nose. And yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. Let's turn and burn. So, learning lots of DCS stuff over the last week. Trying to get my head around a lot of stuff, basically. So, where's me headrest? I feel like I'm right in the headrest. Come forwards a tad. Okay, battery on. If you're new to the channel, it's great to have you on board with us. Welcome. I feel like we've got to try and just, there we go. We're literally in the seats this time. So I've noticed one of the things with the Tobii eye tracker is it quite often kind of resets itself, and I can't work out why, but it does. And we're actually inside the seat, which is super weird. Hello to Living on a Player, welcome to you. Zato as well, great to see you. You'll notice here DCS works slightly differently with the way that all of this kicks in as well, because it means... I don't really know why actually, to be honest. Reset head tracking, left shift and grave.
Tiger.
That's what I want, what I really want. Zato, thanks buddy. Okay, yes, that's more like it. Right, don't want to be looking right down on my ejector seat there, do we? So, engine crank right. We're in the Persian Gulf at the moment, and we've got a load of ground troops who are requesting some assistance, so to speak. So we're going to go and give them some assistance. Zato, great to see you. Alec as well. Let's turn and burn. Big Phil, hello to you. Thanks for the super chat, Zato. Appreciate it, mate. Let's get that throttle clicked in. And down here we get that on. We'll get that on standby to start warming her up. That on standby to warm her up, and we'll whack that on CV.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controlled. Flight controlled.
Engine crank left. Okay, so OBOG's on. That's all fine. That's all good. We'll deal with FCS, rudder trim in a Wemo. Set the lights. That's on carrier through 25. Let's add the fuel. We'll go for half flaps, and we want to go to our TAC menu. So TAC, HSI, standard heading. Let's align the IRS. So I'm doing lots of learning with DCS at the moment, and genuinely like tons and tons of learning. There's a lot to get your head around. Not least, you know, flying in formation with other aeroplanes, the way the user interface and everything like that works as well. And I keep finding that it changes my settings quite a lot. So my plus and minus that I had a little while ago the other day was set to kind of move in and out. And it's decided not to do that anymore, and I can't really work out why. But some of the cinematic shots could be quite good, but they're not as amazing as Microsoft Flight Simulator with the methodology behind the cinematic camera. But we can get some good screenshots. What we then find is it starts to bug out a little bit, and then we have to come back into the flight deck. So anyway, standard heading down there. It's 17 seconds to go. We've got to set our aircraft up before we commit to tuning into channel 20, which is strike. Altimeter is 29902. Let's pull the cage on that bad boy. And rad out. Set 300 for now. That's all fine, we'll ignore that. Trying to remember various things. Ah yes, I need that. Launch 1. In fact, launch 1 and 2. See if we can capture that. Oh yes. Very cool. There we go. Sort that out again. Burning a lot of fuel here. We've got to set bingo fuel. I'm still working on my flows. We've got bingo of £5,000. So we'll set that. CV's okay, so let's whack that to IFA. Flares on standby. I'm going to whack it on. Get it all set up. Whack that on arm. Left alt and F9. Ooh. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's quite cool actually for a view. I suppose that's really good for like cat landings and stuff, isn't it? Kim Chung, welcome to you. Steph as well. Morning, Matthew. Right, where are we? So wings unlocked, FCS, canopy, flaps off, ailerons off. So we've got to do a little reset here. Data link, IFF, and EW should have warmed up by now. I'm going to go onto semi-auto mode, and we'll just get that armed, just to set the programs. We'll go for 2 flare, 3 chaff, repeated 3 times. With a 1.75 interval. Or, repeat 3 times with maybe 1 flare, 2 chaff. Save. Okay, so that's on. Situational awareness page is ready. Waypoint 1 is selected. Let's get the canopy closed. So this campaign, Bold Cheetah, is free. You can download it from the DCS forums, and what it allows you to do is basically work through each of the campaigns, 13 campaigns in total. So 82LG, 1688, and the Mavs need to set their own codes now. So go UFC code 1688, and that's set both stations there, which we can step through. And we've got 9Ms and a 7M. So 9Ms on the wings, 7M under the jets. What else? There we go. There's the 9M just under the intake there. And then we've got the big flare, and then the 9Ms on the wings. The 7X, sorry, on the intake. And then the ones with the kind of eye-looking thing are the Mavericks, which is cool. So that's done, that's all good. Anti-skid's off. We're going to go to... Ooh, which keybind is it? That one, good. Ground crew, F8. We want to go wheel checks remove. We're on the Chief. Afternoon, Ashton.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Mavs on 1688. Oh, I know what we need to do as well. 82LG fuse instant mode automatic. They're going to release automatically anyway. And Fleur should be slaved when we get up. So checklists, that's all good. They're all set. Waypoint 1 selected. Let's illuminate the sequence. And I think, folks, we're ready to roll. So that's all good. APU's now off. Engines 1 and 2 look good. Slight difference in RPM. Just wiggle the throttle a little bit there just to see if it settles. Looking pretty good. Odometer set. Whack that onto rad out for now. That's all on and set. We don't need anything else. Operational radar and IFA. LJC, hello mates. And channel 2, NT. Left. Right. Was it channel 20? Let's get my little kneeboard up here. It's a scramble, but it's actually quite slow at the same time. Yeah, strike 20. So it should be. Okay, right. Park brake off. In we go. And on the throttles, nose wheel steering set high, and we'll start rolling. He's going to roll with us, so I've got to get out of his way. And we're going to go to Cat 1 for the launch. Call sign Uzi 11, and we're on the Stennis.
Uzi, check,
there we go.
20 left.
Uzi 1's up.
Strike. Uzi
Oh, I love that. I'm getting so into this. When you feel like you're learning elements of this, it's so good.
Have initial chords when you're ready to copy.
I mean, look at that.
Go ahead for Uzi 1.
Uzi 1 strike.
A little bit of brakes. He's telling me to spread my wings, so I'm going to set that now. And he's telling me to head towards him.
560650. How copy?
Okay, Uzi
Just
1,
going to wait for me
copy.
wings to
IP
set.
west, lat
There's
long,
my wingman.
north 260422.
Couple of seconds in, I'm going to lock the
560650.
wings.
Uzi 1 strike. That's a good copy. Wizard will have further words airborne. Good hunting. Strike out.
Uzi's push 4 left, 1 right.
Brakes. Okay, that's the command for the launch bar, which I've just triggered. And this bit now, I've learned, actually needs a fair bit of power. So he's going to step away. There we go. And the guy underneath the nose now is telling me to wiggle wiggle. So I'm going to put a little bit of power in. And you need momentum for this, which is what I've learned. Because you don't quite make it. You need a little bit more power. You don't want too much power. There we go. He's going to tell you brakes. Kajwal, welcome. And then he's going to get us to raise the launch bar, which I've now commanded. He's starting to make effort. We've got the go ahead there. No warnings. Everything looks pretty good. Let's go to... Anyone know how to get rid of the commands at the top there? Because they don't always disappear. Anyway, so throttles are set. We're going to wash the controls, which is me basically wiggling everything, making sure our aircraft is fit to fly. There's the external view. And we're going to salute. My goodness, wingman's quick, he's up already. Anyway, Now we're in burners lit. Whoa, a little bit heavy on the bank there. So depending on the loadout, you might find that the aircraft is actually a little bit tricky to trim right. But we're up and we are away. There we go, there's the ship. And let's head on up. So here, if I let go, we're constantly wanting to roll to the right there. So I'm going to balance the aeroplane with some left trim. And I'm just going to bring the nose down a little bit here as well. Mikey, welcome. A little bit too much left trim. Okay, so next task. We got dispensers on. We want to now master safe arm. And we're going to go AG mode. Like that to barrow, and we're going to start to turn on course. There's so much learning with this, but I am absolutely loving this. I'm finding it so immersive and really busy, really hard work as well. Courses, excellent. More moving towards climbing the DCS learning curve then for a break from Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm going to set about 400 knots, get the auto throttle on. 7,000 feet should be quite nice. There we go, that'll do, 407 knots. And then I want to set a little bit of right wing down. There we go. So we're kind of trimmed, just not in the pitch. I just wanted to trim the actual roll element first. So we should be getting commands shortly to change to another frequency. There we go. I'm going to set barometric hold, I think. I reckon we can get to 10,000, you know. Let's get to 10 through the cloud. Love a bit of cloud. Zoom, zoom. Steph says his first carrier takeoff was him just dropping into the sea. There's a lot to it, to be fair. Where's Bruce, me wingman? Don't know where he is. Let's go autopilot. Barometric alt hold. And we're getting ready for combat. The little switch there that I've just clicked on the aircraft, and what I've done therefore is turn all of my external lights off. Wait, look at that. I'm looking forward to doing some actual normal free flight so that we don't have the pop-up thing to deal with at the top. I think that would be really cool. A little gentle roll to the right. I can't remember if it was push 6 on COM 2. If we get a bit closer, we'll get info from Strike about who to tune into. Yeah, very quiet in the cockpit for now. But I've also toggled on the helmet sounds, Andy. So but what it does is it just mutants. It mutes the volume slightly to make it a bit more comfortable, because otherwise you're just going to have lots of jet blast all the time, which can get uncomfortable, can't it? So can't remember what frequency it should be next. Yes, so Alec, I'm going to be having a look at the Cola map. My friends at Orbex, they're going to send it over my way to have a little look at, to help me with my DCS journey, which I'm very much looking forward to. Alright, so we've got air to ground on. We want to go to FLIR mode, vertical slave, get the little eye out, DVST, and then we're going to go to SOI. We're going to soy the right display so we can now start to look down, and we've got identification there of our friends, and I can target that just to help designate roughly where I want them to be. Okay, push 16 right. There we go.
Roger 1, Uzi 1, checking in with you.
So TV and infrared, depends on what you're trying to fire at, but we're going to use Mavericks today. I've only used them once, trying to kind of learn the systems and things, so we'll see what happens. But they're armed, we're in the Maverick mode at the moment, and station, is that 1, 2, 3? Station 3 selected. I'm going to do a lot of talking to myself today, folks, just because that's how we're going to learn various elements of this, I think.
Badger 1, Uzi 1, checking in with you.
Uzi 1, Badger 1 as you 3x3.
So where are we coming in from? We're going to just turn offset north. There's our wingman. Very nice.
Uzi 1 copies. Authentication checks. We're flight at 2 Hornets, mission number 714 Alpha. Southeast your position at this time.
Get your pen and paper, folks.
65 Echo, 2 GBU 12.
That's what really helps with this. And I'm trying to join, from what I've learned from various videos, is like a 12-mile radius, like arc all the way around this.
Ready to copy your sit rep, over.
That's going to help our FLIR.
Uzi 1, Roger. We're taking fire from
Here
the
we go.
hillside to the east and the hillside south of us.
So got me pen now.
Targets are bunker, like structure located on the mountain east of us, and a structure south of us. Man pads sighted on ridge line southeast of friendlies. Track mounted AAA gun sighted on the same ridge 60 minutes ago. Small
So AAA,
arms,
SAMs,
14.5
bunkers with
mic
hostiles.
possible. All friendly units located on the valley floor inside a small farm compound. We have good cover at the moment. As for waypoints, we'll expect to use the Mavericks on the last known position of the man pads. GBUs for the bunker, Maverick on the house, guns if necessary. Advise when ready, 9 line.
So I actually probably need to do the other way. We're COM 2, so I'm going to go up to COM 2, F10, and go ahead 9 line. F2, here we go, writing time.
Go ahead, 9 line.
Line as follows. IP west, heading 105, distance 5 miles, target elevation 2733 feet, target infantry,
2733.
possible SA-18, north
Infantry,
2603,
north 2603,
56
20 east, 561301. Badger 1 laser,
1688.
code
Friendlies northeast, 800 meters
1688.
on valley floor. Egress north. Use AGM 65.
AGM 65. So that's the Mavericks. So we're going to go and edit this waypoint now. And that's data, UFC, position, north, 260320, enter, east, 561, 1301. Enter. Elevation. 27.
Read back correct. Laser on. Code 1688.
Feet.
Cleared hot on the target.
Enter.
Cleared hot, Uzi 1-1.
And I'm going to go back to HSI. Back to waypoint 1, designate. And you see now the flare has now snapped. So we're going to go back into kind of targeting mode of that. Well, right. Let's see. 12 miles to go. Mavericks are 13 miles for the timer. So we're going to press and hold. But it's going to be in range 10 miles to target. Going to roll out. Maverick locked.
Uzi 1-1.
Rifle. And we're going to break off. So this is actually quite good because we're able to kind of go from a distance. We're going to transmit our ECM as well because I want to kind of mask our position. Out of the clouds. We zoom in any more? Yes. So it might well be actually we're going to miss because where the location is on the ridge line there. But it looks like it's going to be a hit. Lovely, destroyed.
Uzi 1, Badger 1. Great job, direct hit.
Let's get undesignate that bad boy.
Roger.
And we'll head back round again. Bearing in mind the threat is down there.
Uzi 1, Badger 1. Stay when ready for second target 9 line.
Uzi 1-1, Roger.
There it is.
Stand by.
On the hill. Blown up. See ya. Okay. Autopilot. Barrow alts. And we'll start the arc. And then we'll get our 9 line again. So, COM2. F10. Number 3.
Uzi 1-1, it's ready 9 line.
How you doing, Zato? And Andrew, good morning, mate. I suppose actually you've moved now from Canada, haven't you?
As follows.
Pen. Let's
IP
go.
West, heading 105, distance 5 miles, target elevation 2238 feet, target bunker, north 260357, east 561315, target to be marked by Badger 1, laser code 1688.
But it's kind of stopped, but it's telling us there use GBU 12, which is
Target elevation is
that.
2238 feet. Target bunker north 2603.
So back to UFC.
57 east 561315. Target marked by Badger 1 with laser code 1688.
57. Enter east. 5613.
Use GBU 12. Egress north.
15. Elevation 238 feet. Enter. Back to the HSI. Little reselect of waypoint 1. Designate that. Get the targeting pod focused on it. And that's obscured currently by the wings. That's fine. 14 miles, so just increase our angle of bank. It's all the way over there. heading 105. Cloud in the way. So what we're doing at the moment is trying to get rid of our cluster bombs and all that kind of stuff, but what we need to do now is work to get the autopilot off. ATC here is really helpful because what it's allowing us to do is get a little bit more of a capture on... There she is. A little bit more of a capture on the location. Whilst not having to worry about throttle. So it's just helping us a little bit. Auto, and we've got a release timeout coming up. So I'm going to work to get that big old vertical line on the display in line with our flight vector. Just going to allow the airplane to come down a bit. And there's every chance that's obscured by the hill. So, looking at the flare there, that targeting pod, we're just going to have to come round, get back round on ourselves for a better angle. He did say heading 105. Just going to see what we get. Auto throttle's still managing this. So what I've learned with this is once you start to break things down, it actually does become a bit easier. 6.6 miles there you can see on a HMD, just in the mirror. ATC, and then under that 7.1 target. We're just going to work to get a little bit further out. Through the cloud. .105 was the inbound course, wasn't it? So kind of valley. Looking at the valley here, it kind of goes up and in. So I assume that's probably the way we want to align ourselves for this attack run. There's our wingman. All the way back there. We can actually command him to do stuff as well, so I can do Com 1, flight, engage, targets of opportunity.
Flight, engage targets of opportunity.
But I don't think he will do that at the moment. Okay, turning into the valley, sort of. There we go. Okay, now we can see that a lot clearer, can't we? Look at that on the flare. And we've got 35 seconds to bombs release. It's going to bring the throttles down to about 375 knots instead, ish. Haven't quite got 105 degrees, but see if this is okay. Pressing and holding the pickle button. We'll level off at 9,000 feet, sorry. I feel like we might have just been hit with the SAM.
531, 531. Great job, direct hit.
Oh, look at that fuel.
Roger.
We might have a big old fuel leak.
Advise when ready for a third 9 line.
We can't. We're going to run out of fuel, I think.
Bingo. Bingo.
So we've got to go ground crew. Where do we go to? Let's go to the F10 map here a second. Too far away are for these. Kasab Air Base would be problematic.
Bingo. Bingo.
Do F10. God, look at that fuel. Right, Jen.
Bingo. Bingo.
So I want COM 1, ATC. Oh, hold on. Neutral coalition. Don't know if you can get repairs there. Ras Al Khaimah International.
Bingo. Bingo.
Just undesignate that bad boy. And gonna try for a straight in, I think, before we run out of fuel. ATC, F5, Ras Al Khaimah.
Uzi, 1-1, inbound.
Bingo. Bingo.
What do we got? Ras Al Khaimah is OMRK. Which isn't an option on any of those.
Bingo. Bingo.
Really? I think we're gonna get bloody shot down here. Oh, what the heck? It's put itself on standby mode. No wonder it didn't activate the things. Yeah, look, there we go. That's you saw the flares detonate then and head out.
Bingo. Bingo.
So Ras Al Khaimah. Ton Air Force Base. OI. GI isn't an option either. Crikey.
Bingo. Bingo.
$800. About to run out of fuel now, folks. Let's get rid of this a second. We want to go on to, where is it? Can't even turn the autopilot on. I'm just going to idle the throttles. Not
Bingo.
sure what to
Bingo.
expect here. So the town is there. And the airport is somewhere after it. He says with science. We might be flying a dead bird shortly. I can't see the airfield, can you?
Bingo. Bingo.
So the town heads south. Whatever it is, it's ruptured our tanks massively. That's probably the airfield right on the nose there, in the middle of our screens. Oh, in fact, there's the runway. Yeah, right in the middle of the screen. I don't think we're going to make it though. £460 of fuel and bleeding more all the time. Okay, let's go that. Master arm safe. 324. Need some power and speed to help. Yeah, there's the runway.
Bingo. Bingo.
ATC 121.6. Con 1.
Uzi 1-1 inbound. Bingo fuel. Uzi 1-1. Fly heading 272. Fort 1. QFE 296.
Bingo.
Runway 17 to pattern altitude.
We actually pull this off. I'm going to be so shocked. Oh, me recon.
Bingo.
F3.
Uzi 1-1.
You've got to tell him to go in. I didn't click that. I'm just trying to keep it without any a few of the other, like drag and everything. Everything's going to be really last minute here. I've got no idea what to expect. This hasn't happened before. So gear down. Weapons, everything's safe.
Bingo.
I'll leave that on for now as well. £350. Oof. Should be enough to get us on the ground at least. Flaps out. $180.
Uzi 1-1. Check landing gear. Wind 353.
Biz down.
Meters per second. Runway 17.
Bingo. Bingo.
Oh. We just lost an engine. No. Just I've not caught the drop in power that well. I feel like my brain is absolutely maxed out. Here we go. Touchdown.
Bingo.
Which is me speed brake, that one.
Bingo.
So now we've got to try and get repairs before we go and re-engage. And all the while our troops are being killed. It's probably going to get a very low score for this. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't do anything then.
Fuel low.
I know it is,
Fuel
love.
low. Bingo. Bingo.
I don't really know. Are those of you on DCS, do you know if you can actually kind of trigger repairs?
2. Hit the tanker.
Bingo. Bingo.
Flight. RTB.
There we go. I'm just going to send him back. Cool. Let's go next to this big old cherry picker. Oh my goodness. I think at least we've not kind of ended up getting shot dead or anything. And I know this isn't proper parking. I know I've just commanded him to head back. because he called up bingo fuel. Part brake is on. Let's get flaps. We'll leave the wings up because we don't need them out like that. And then we're going to have to get all the electrics and everything started up again shortly.
Bingo. Bingo.
Which means you'll have to probably do all that. So we want ground crew F8, rearm and refuel. A request repair.
Request repair.
Look at the state of that. How quick do the repairs happen? My goodness. Com 1 wasn't it? So yeah, we want ground crew F8.
Request repair.
It's not letting me do it. What else are we missing? I was so confident this was going to go really well. F8. Maybe we need to put wheel chuck.
Chief, place the wheel chucks.
Yeah, the regular slash menu's not helping. Not actually doing anything. 170 seconds. Ricky, for what, mate? The repairs? Yeah, it was a neutral airfield, Malakit. So does that mean? I mean, that was the only option really, because otherwise we're going for a swim, and we wouldn't have made it to Sharjah. That's neutral. They're all neutral. So I couldn't have gone to any of them. I could have gone into Kasab, but then I would have been shot down. Alright, so basically we have to restart the mission again. Malakit, thanks. Fly again. I don't think we're going to get to mission 3 today, do you? That's probably intentional, isn't it? So if you end up in a real wacky state like we got ourselves in a minute ago, then it's probably it's designed so that you can't do it. Anyway, we were making good progress through that actually. So the learning continues. Restart. Go again. What was it? Channel 20 for launch. I weren't listening. One, two, three. Bright, bright, bright. Robox. APU's green. Engine crank right. RPM. Let that rise. See if we can scramble quicker. Oh, so Alex, yeah, you guys might know actually. How did that happen? Because I'd armed the system, as you guys saw at the start of the flight, but then it reverted itself into standby mode. So we had no ECM, even though I'd set it to semi-automatic prior to us launching. Was it because I've gone into air-ground mode and armed them that it's reset the system?
Roll left, roll left. Flight control.
We'll trust that the
Flight control.
good old engineers have sorted all that out for us. IFF, data link 2. That's all on. Run fuel. Recage that bad boy. Turn this one on. Set 300 for now. Carrier, brakes, flaps. Yeah, the ECM system went into standby. When ready, check in with the airboss on 20 left for more info. Roger. So what have we got here? We go stores, code 1688. Use instant mode automatic for the launch. That's got 1688 anyway, and we've got to then go UFC code to prepare the Mavericks. Both get set, that's good, happy with those. And the gun we've got 578, that's all good as well. Data is fine. So that's all set. You know what we haven't done? Op, CV, menu, HSI, standard heading. Let's align the RS. So after takeoff, master goes armed, air to ground. Then I'm going to deal with getting the system ready here. I should have put it on bypass really, so that I didn't have that issue. But we learn as we go, don't we? Master caution, let's clear that. So that's all good. APU's now off. I was going to turn it off otherwise. So starting from the left and the back, checking all that. The volume's good. So let's go rudder trim. Let's go to takeoff. Push. FCS reset. Dumps off. They're on norm. External tanks probe is. You know what we can do? We could probably. Is it that one? Yeah. We can chest tech that. Make sure that's all good. And then retract it, get rid of it. 38 seconds to go for that. Let's get the canopy closed in the meantime. Everything else is set. Missions briefed. Jolly good. June 20.
Uzi, check. 20 left.
2.
Strike. Uzi 1's up.
6,
Uzi 1
5,
strike, you've been tasked
4,
for a priority
3.
cast. We're going to launch you immediately. Have initial coords when you're ready to copy.
Sequence 1's active.
Go ahead for Uzi 1.
Uzi 1 strike, you are to proceed to IP west, lat long north, 260422, east,
All okay.
560650. How copy?
Okay, Uzi 1 copies. IP west, lat long, north 260422, east 560650.
Uzi 1 strike, that's a
Got
good
a tack
copy.
on,
Wizard will have further words
so we can see
airborne
the
and hunting strikeout.
Uzi's
ship.
push 4 left, 1 right.
Right, let's go. Ground crew, F8, wheel chocks 4 and F2 to remove. What else have we got here?
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Let's join these guys. Nose wheel high. Look at that, we've got it done even quicker this time. So we're going to head behind this launch sequence. Keep an eye on him because he's going to run into me otherwise. He's got a habit of that.
Dodge 1, passing waypoint 1 at 1,600.
Just want to make sure that we are nice and clear of these. Oh, off he goes. Look at that. They're going to reset that. We're going to join in its place. Just about clear. Thankfully, these wings really help. Being folded. He's about to launch. He's telling me to spread wings. Nose wheel steering still high. A little bit misaligned, but we've got time to solve it. There we go. Brakes. And then quick check of the wings. They're good. So let's lock them in position. Oh, look at that. That's an F-14 Tomcat, isn't it? Focus. Launch bar down. Just want to watch him. This is so good. So, you know, it's very easy to just go, oh, you know what, I've really stuffed that up, terrible, terrible, and then you kind of get put off flying on DCS. Let's set our stab trim properly, and we also want a little bit of left wing trim this time. Remember that departure, it was a bit stressful. He's telling us to go forwards, so let's put a bit of power in, release the brakes, momentum is key. Not enough, a bit more power. There we go, and we're locked in position. He's moving in. That is locked. Launch bars up. That's going to give us optimal range and things. That's all safe. Wash the controls. Afterburner. I haven't set bingo. I'm going to set that quick while we roll. Bingo. Look at that for timing. And we are up. A little bit better on the trim this time. Landing gears up. And flaps retracted. Get the afterburner off. We'll fly that sort of offset departure there for a little bit. I think it's supposed to be till 7 miles from the carrier, isn't it? Is that right? Let's start to transmit that bad boy. Got to start arming our system. So master goes, switch goes armed. That's now on. Fleur, that's on as well. 7 miles. Let's get back on course with mill power. Fleur. It's currently in the warm-up mode. I thought I'd just quickly show you that briefly. It's not quite ready because we've dived in really quickly. We're going to work to get en route now. So we could use like coupled waypoint mode, which is CPL there. That's going to work us a little bit further. Yeah, ejector seat is armed. That's still in a warm-up phase, which is fine. Air to ground, that's all good, that's all safe. Let's just deal with the AW page first. And we want to change the repeater. To 2. Right, repeater down to 1. Alright, repeater 3. Chaff. 1 flare, so it'll be 3 flares total. 6 chaff. We've got 60 of those bad boys. We'll save that mode like so. Go back to waypoint navigation mode. 42 miles to go. And we'll get that switch flick now to make sure that we're not you know, sending any lights and stuff out. Okay, now it's fired up, so we're going to go VV slave, vertical velocity slave, or the velocity vector slave mode, which is going to get it in line with the velocity vector on our hood. But if we want to, we can waypoint designate to target the area we're flying towards. Hopefully you guys are learning quite a bit as I'm making all these mistakes and learning from them all as well. Hopefully that is the case. Autopilot, barometric altitude hold. I think I'm going to stay at 10,000 this time. And then shortly we're going to have to change channel. Was it 16 right, wasn't it? I'm going to set that ready. Big Phil says you can drop the GBU-12 from above 20,000. So you're above the range of the SA-18. Ah, what's the sort of top altitude of the Maverick before we're kind of at a point where we are a bit too heavy? You see now it says 99 timer for Mav. That's because we've designated our friendlies, i.e. the waypoint, as a target, so we don't want to use that. And I'm going to start just gently going offset now for that 12-mile radius, which should give us... There we go. If we can draw a circle. We're going towards those there. Oops.
Badger 1, you're coming in weak and unreadable. We'll try again in a few miles.
They're down there somewhere getting obliterated by hostiles. But yeah, 11,000 pretty much.
Badger 1, Uzi 1,
There we go.
checking in with you.
3x3.
Uzi 1, Badger 1 as you 3x3.
Angels 20 is the max height for Mavs. So what's the range altitude for the SA-18 then? Out of curiosity.
Authentication checks. We're flighted 2 Hornets, mission number 714 Alpha.
Got it trimmed nicely in the pit and roll.
We've got 4 AGM 65 Echo, 2 GBU-12. Laser codes are 1688. Instantaneous fusing on both. We've got 1,156 rounds of gun. Flight time 20 minutes. Ready to copy your sit rep over.
That. Oh yes. There's a picture for justice right now. Oh.
Uzi 1, roger. We're taking fire from the hillside to the east and the hillside south of us. Targets are bunker, like structure located on the mountain east of us, and a structure south of us. Man pass sighted on ridge line southeast of friendlies. Track mounted AAA gun sighted on the same ridge 60 minutes ago. Small arms up to 14.5 Mike possible. All friendly units located on the valley floor inside a small farm compound. We have good cover at the moment. As for waypoints, we'll expect to use the Mavericks on the last known position of the man pads. GBUs for the bunker, Maverick on the house, guns if necessary. Advise when ready, 9 line.
Okay, so on COM 2, it's the other one. F10, go ahead 9 line.
Uzi 1, go ahead 9 line.
Angels 15, Alec. Okay, let's try that, mate.
9 line as follows. IP west, heading 105, distance 5 miles, target elevation 2733 feet, target infantry, possible SA-18, north 260320, east
ATC on.
5613
Just rewriting this in case it's a bit incorrect or different to the last time.
1688. Friendlies northeast, 800 meters on valley floor. Egress north. Use AGM 65.
let's get that put in.
Okay, Uzi copies. Target elevation.
Dead page, USN, position,
733
north.
feet. Target infantry, possible SA-18. North, 260320.
Enter, east,
East,
56.
561301. Target will be marked by Badger 1.
Elevation
Code
in feet.
1688. Friendlies northeast.
273,
2733.
2733.
Egress north. Use AGM 65.
Enter. Don't forget we've got to get laser armed as well, because the Maverick's then going to locate that.
One, read back correct. Laser on. Code 1688.
Waypoint,
Cleared out on the target.
which is what I didn't do before actually. So waypoint,
Uzi 11.
designate. And now what it's doing is it's seeking the laser on 1688. Let's go to that, zoom on in. Oops, I've got a little bit too high there. Let's just change. We'll do 16-ish thousand, that'll do, won't it? So autopilot engage, barometric altitude selected, and we'll increase our speed. "41 seconds to go." There he is. We'll start turning in. 16,000. Lasers on, ECM's all good. That is on as well, good. Don't want a problem like last time. And the MAV display, I forgot to do that earlier. We've got to flick that across and we've got to cage the bad boy and hold it there. Which is what I didn't do last time, because they're lasing 1688. Down on the nose. Maverick's in range. Just going to re-cage it a second. Maverick locked. There we go. Going to sort it again. Maverick locked. Rifle.
Rifle.
44 seconds to laser. So that's what we didn't do last time. Now look at the flare this time, folks. On the right hand side. Laser's going active in 30 seconds. And we're turning north. So last time I forgot to arm the laser, which is down there. And every time we fire a Maverick or something and it detonates and deals with, in a minute, the 22 seconds laser, we will find that it will kind of drop off a little bit for us. And that might have fallen short. $16.88. That's unarmed. We've got no confirmation of the hit. So what did we do wrong that time? Because we got a direct hit last time. I've only got one Maverick left, which means we might be out shortly. Probably altitude. Speed was good. Round we go. How's our fuel? It's looking alright. Maverick's uncaged this time. That's all on and armed. That's all set. Let's bring her back on track. Eight seconds.
Uzi 11, rifle.
Try again. There's friendlies being hit. That's looking a bit more on track now, isn't it? He says. We'll have to go and resupply. If we buggered this one. The suspense. Yay! Jolly good.
Uzi 1, Badger 1. Great job, direct hit.
Uzi 11, roger.
I'm hoping we don't have another Maverick required for this.
Uzi 1, Badger 1, stay when ready for second target 9 line.
Uzi 11, roger. Stand by.
What have we got? So, F10, target 2, F3.
Uzi 11 is ready, 9 line.
Back out, so a bit of a holding pattern around the targets. 450's good. Let's go back to about
9 line
Angels.
as follows.
12.
IP west, heading 105, distance 5 miles, target elevation 2238 feet, target bunker, north 2603, 57,
Bunker.
east 561315, target to be marked by Badger 1, laser code 1688, friendlies northeast 800 meters on valley floor, egress north, remarks,
That'll do.
use GBU 12.
So, data.
Target elevation is 2238 feet. Target bunker north 2603, 57, east 561315. Target marked by Badger 1 with laser code 1688. Friendlies northeast 800 meters on the valley floor.
HSI.
Use GBU 12.
Waypoint designate.
Egress north.
Soy's on the right. There it is. They're going to laser designate.
Uzi 1, read back correct. Laser on, code 1688. You're cleared hot.
Uzi 1 cleared hot.
Autopilot off. In we go. For direct hit. Just going to get laser arm just in case we need to take over. And I want A18C online. 23 seconds to release. Going to start a climb out away. Holding the pickle switch. There's the crosshair, the full line. Get out of here. And get some altitude with the energy that we've got. Get some chaff out, some flares. Don't know if you can see the flash there in the background. Just gently forwards now on the stick. Time to impact. Boom! Did you see that? On the display there. Love it.
Uzi 1, Badger 1.
Yes.
Great job, direct hit.
Uzi 1-1, roger.
Advise when ready for third 9 line.
I don't have any more Mavericks. F10. Might have to get our wingman
One, yeah,
to
go
assist
ahead,
with this
9
one.
line.
Uzi 1-1, 9 line as follows. Your IP is Kasab Airfield. Running heading 200.
House, yeah.
Distance 8 miles.
AGM 65.
Target elevation 2238
The Madam Avs.
feet. Target house north 260324 east 561204. Target will again be marked by Badger 11, laser code 1688. Friendlies northeast 1000 meters on valley floor. Egress east. Use AGM 65.
Elevation.
Uzi 1-1 copies. Target elevation is
north.
2238 feet. Target building north 260324.
East.
East 561204. Target marked by Badger 1's laser 1688. Friendlies northeast 1000 meters on the valley floor. Egress east. Remarks use AGM 65.
Uzi 1-1, Badger 1-1, read back correct. Laser on, code 1688, you're cleared hot.
Uzi 1 cleared hot.
So I can't get him to engage my target there, but I'm out of Mavericks. So we might have to go and resupply, right? Because I can't get hold of him. Uzi 1-2. Wingman, engage my target. It doesn't allow me to. So what have we got here? That's all good. That's all set. Guns. Where's our ship? There. So we might have to head back to that to resupply, because all these are neutral, 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 neutral. The only blue airfield is currently under attack. Under Abbas. What do you guys reckon? I have to blast back and then head back to these guys. So we have to add a waypoint. So data. How many waypoints do we have? Oh, I'm not sure. There's the Takan. I just don't want to fly right over the top of these. Do you reckon we could get into the airfield without being detected? I assume they're the little houses there. Although actually, have we just taken out the SAMs? We have, haven't we? AK-74, insurgents, house, late activation, and an armed house. So it's just people now, isn't it? So we could try guns. Let's find out. And if we bugger it, we do it again. Gun active. Now, where are we going? It's right below us, isn't it? I think we might have to do a gun strafe. 578 rounds, low fire rate. PGU or M50s? PGU, isn't it? That's what we want. And the threat's down there somewhere. So I'm going to use the valley as a bit of a marker. I'm going to go waypoint 1. .8G will do. It's a house, isn't it, specifically that they've told us is a target.
Altitude. Altitude.
I assume it's with this little thing here. Oh, well that's not good, is it? Now I've got to eject. Yeah, got to eject. I'm out. Whoosh. There goes the jet. Okay, well we almost got mission number 2 completed. Wingman's bloody useless, isn't he? He does absolutely nothing. Okay, let's refly the mission. I've got to work out a way to actually task the wingman to do their job properly. Jeff. Oh dear. Let's try again. I was so confident we were going to smash today. That's good. APU fired up. Bingo 5. That's a good. Make sure my switches match what I want. Standby. Operate. CV. Start to warm it up. Engine right. Crank. Engine RPM through 20. Make sure my switches are matching properly. Starting up together. Lovely job. Engine crank left. That's all on.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
That's all good. Bingo set. ATC, no, we want number F8 for ground crew. F4 wheel chocks, remove.
Remove the wheel chocks.
Damn straight, get rid of them.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
HSI, standard heading. Start to align that. So the anti-air gun, well, it says SAM launch, but I think from what I understand, you can't really evade them. Unless I'm totally wrong. Save, turn, that's good. Engines 1 and 2, they're looking pretty good. APU off. Set the rudder trim. Flight controls, resets, that's all good. That's on carrier, that's off. Anti-skid's off. Launch bar's retracted. Flaps are on automatic. Gear lever is already down. Master is safe. No mode selected. That's all good. Wing and lock canopy closed. Let's get rid of that. Channel 20. Tacan 74X for our carrier. That's a bit better. Channel 20 is selected. Qual, okay. IFA, that's all set. Everything else is ready. We've got to do stores, so I might as well do it in this page. Code 1688. That's good. Fuse instance, mode automatic. Mavs, UFC, code 1688. Enter, both showing the same code. Happy days. What else? Mav display 1688. And the Fleur is doing its thing, warming up. You can evade SAM's cranking and chafing. Well, I suppose, if you're good enough. Let's roll. Brakes off. Those are steering high. And heading towards our colleagues. Are you guys enjoying this? I know we end up repeating the missions like 2 or 3 times, but hopefully you're all enjoying them. Watching the cock-ups and everything else as well along the way, he says with confidence. It's something that's so utterly new for me that I do struggle with a lot of the bits and bobs. Look how quick he's coming up my bum here. And with that, I kind of...
Dodge 1, passing
There we go.
waypoint 1 at 1000.
Uzi, check 20 left.
2.
Down my way.
Strike.
Whoa, that's close.
Uzi 1 strike, you've been tasked for a priority cast. We're going to launch you immediately. I have initial coords when you're ready to copy.
Okay, that's all good.
Go ahead for Uzi 1.
Uzi 1 strike, you are to proceed to IP West, lat long north, 260422, east,
Spread the wings.
560650. How copy?
Down they go.
Okay, Uzi
Head
1
right.
copies. IP West, lat long. North.
Now it says head towards me.
260422, east 560650.
Uzi 1 strike, that's a good copy. Wizard will have further words airborne. Good hunting, strike out.
Sort our stab trim out while we
Uzis
move.
push 4 left, 1 right.
That's how now it's not letting me set stab trim. Ah, it's because I didn't have flaps. Doofus. There we go, I've learnt something else. So without flaps on half or full, couldn't set stab trim. Little fun fact. Ah, gotta move that. We are scrambling, so in a way we're setting everything up as we go. Now I'm gonna have to double check everything. That's all good, that's all fine, that's all set. He's saying move forwards. Let's give it a little bit of power. Is it left shift and... Let's see. Look at that for a view. So that wasn't quite enough. So a bit more power. Ooh. There we go, and it clicks on in. And I'm watching him now for the next command to raise the launch bar. There it is. Up we go. So that's all set. I'm going to set that on receive now. Start washing everybody with radar. He's giving us the wave. Going to set mill power. Going to wash the controls. Burners on. Giving the salute. Hands off the throttles. Sorry, not the throttles. Hands off the controls. Oh, can't reach me gear. There we go. Flaps up. And away we go. Got to do a little bit of trimming. And it's going to give us rad out here. I can get rid of that by changing to 600 or something. And it will give us a lot of that. We can actually set it to 0 if we want. There we go. We'll just do a value below us. So 350. ATC, we'll set that. And we'll start to bust on out. So, what do we got? Actually, let's go mill power. 2G to 10 degrees. And away we go. Waypoints. Navigation. 55 miles roughly. So, master switch arm. Air to ground mode is active. Blur. Slave. It's on standby, that's why. Warmed it up. The slave is on. And we can just designate towards the target just so we can see that a little bit better. And yeah, what I forgot last time was to go into the Maverick display. And then I was getting another mode confused because I was trying to cage the target, but I was getting the procedure mixed up somewhat. All good. All good learning. Let's get to 7 degrees, that would be good. A little bit of nose right trim. And then hands off. Where's my mate? I don't know. That. Really cool. Let's get ECM on transmit. Save us doing that later on. We want to make sure we're going into a roll again. Here we go. Let's just get a bit more right trim sorted out. So depending on, if we can see here, all of our different stores and everything, we've got a lot of fuel. We've got a big old fuel tank on the right hand side and in the belly. And because of that, it's actually making the aeroplane heavier on the right because this big old tank there, which we can jettison if we want to. So later on as we fly back we can just jettison them, but from the tutorials I've watched the suggestion is not to do that, to be fair either. We'll go Angels 15. Alex says, with the man pads, because they're infrared, you need to drop flares and, if possible, fly towards the sun without burner on. Try to get your side onto infrared ones so they don't see your exhaust. So the sun is up there. It's actually quite tough. Gently forwards on the stick because it's negative G. What did I say? Angels? Oh, I said Angels 15. But let's do Angels 16 because I've bust that with my sloppy flying. That was close. That'll do though. Barrow altitude hold. 400 knots. Looks about nice for a good speed actually. And then the waypoint of the target's all the way up there somewhere. You can see the little diamond on our display. AFN, good to hear, mate. It says best parts watching others learn, especially streamers. I always watch the streams where someone is learning something new. Lots and lots of new stuff today. And as you can see, I'm not very good, but it's all part of the learning, isn't it? It takes a bit of time working through a lot of this sort of stuff. Let's arm the laser and get it ready in case we need it. And it was push 16 right earlier, wasn't it? So let's see what we get. We see our friend on in the mirrors yet. Oh, almost a face reveal there. There he is.
Checking in with you.
So what's really good with this is it's hard getting used to a lot of this stuff naturally, but what it means is you know, you fail like we've done twice now, you go reset the mission, you start again, you give it another go, and slowly you get used to each weapon system, each procedure, each thing that you fail on, you'll improve each time ever so slightly. So first time we did pretty badly, didn't we? Second time we've improved slightly and deployed some weapons, but then ran out of weapons and then got shot down because we thought that the anti-air stuff was already gone, but it wasn't. It's slightly wider here at about 16 miles as we sort of enter into a big old radius. Oh, Taze, I'm loving DCS, yes. I just hope that all of you guys watching are enjoying it as well.
We've got 4 AGM 65 Echo, 2 GBU 12.
So we've got 20 minutes of playtime overhead. Slight imbalance of fuel there.
We've got 1,156 rounds of gun. Playtime 20 minutes. Ready to copy your sit rep, over.
Uzi 1, roger. We're taking fire from the hillside to the east and the hillside south of us. Targets are bunker, like structure located on the mountain east of us, and a structure south of us. Man pad sighted on ridge line southeast of friendlies. Track mounted AAA, gun sighted on the same ridge 60 minutes ago. Small arms up to 14.5 Mike possible. All friendly units located on the valley floor inside a small farm compound. We have good cover at the moment.
Getting absolutely obliterated.
We expect to use the Mavericks on the last known position of the man pads. GBUs for the bunker, Maverick on the house, guns if necessary. Advise when ready, 9 line.
Let's rock and roll. Let's get the 9 line. So F10, F2, go ahead 9 line.
Uzi 1, go ahead 9 line.
Even the phraseology takes a bit of getting used to. Just set the trim up there for left wing down slightly. Let's just check the data here, because I've written it down twice now.
105, distance 5 miles, target elevation 2733 feet, target infantry, possible SA-18, north 260320, east 561301. Target will be marked by Badger 1, laser code 1688.
So we can check the data there. 2603 20561301.
65.
Mavs are armed. That's the mode that we've got at the minute. Mav display 1688.
Okay, Uzi copies.
See, it's caged at the moment.
2733 feet.
That's all on. We're all armed.
Infantry, possible SA-18. North 260320. East 561301. Target will be marked by Badger 1 on laser code 1688. Friendlies northeast 800 meters on the valley floor. Egress north. Use AGM 65.
Just going to re-designate the target. And it was heading
Uzi 1,
105.
read back correct. Laser on, code 1688. Cleared hot on the target.
Cleared hot, Uzi 1-1.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity.
That's me. There we go. So he's probably going to get shot down. Going to watch our altitude here. Hopefully he doesn't get shot down. Probably will. Okay, so that's now, we've got to move our soy to the left screen. Uncage. We'll roll out. Where's our mate? He's alongside. Good, hope he doesn't get blown up. Yeah, so uncaged 28 seconds. 15,000. Just get some energy. We're about 450 knots. And we'll get full mil without any afterburner. In range. Rifle. Bar a little bit of chaff. Get the soy back across to the right hand side. And we'll bug out north. Ish. Oops. It's auto throttle. The autopilot. Hopefully I've done that right. Looks like we have.
Uzi 1, Badger 1. Great job, direct hit.
Uzi 1-1, roger.
Uzi 1, Badger 1. Say when ready for second target 9 line.
Uzi 1-1, roger. Stand by.
Flight. Go line abreast.
Gonna pull him away from the air defences. Because he's gonna get sucked in royally. And then probably shot down. So 450. Let's go Com2 F10 Foxtrot 3 for target 2.
Ready 9 line.
9 line as follows.
Here we go.
IP West, heading 105, distance 5 miles, target elevation 2238 feet, target bunker, north 260357, east 561315, target to be marked by Badger 1, laser code 1688, friendlies northeast, 800 meters on valley floor, egress north, remarks, use GBU 12.
Getting out of range here of his radio, so I'm just going to get the bank in, turn us back towards them a bit quicker.
Target elevation is
Soy, undesignate.
238 feet. Target bunker north.
Waypoint designate, get it back on.
03
Or DDI right.
east 561315. Target marked by Badger 1 with laser code 1688.
2's running in.
Northeast 800 meters on the valley floor. Remarks use GBU 12. Egress.
I don't know what he's firing missiles at. I've asked him to come back to reform on me.
Uzi 1, read back correct. Laser on, code 1688. You're cleared hot.
Uzi 1 cleared hot.
2, join up.
2, rejoin.
Right, so uncage the MAV on station 8. Sorry, station 3. And we're going to get Soy. There's the target. Just going to recage that, uncage it again. Keeping it coming round. Let's go full mil power. Angels 16 or the Mavericks. 50 seconds to launch. Okay, it's not that one. Not that one. GBU 12, thank you, mate. God. Instant fuse, mode automatic. GBU, thanks, sorry. My goodness. $40 to release. I'm to do a lot of wing trim here. Getting ready on the pickle switch. Where is the GBU-12? There it is. That's paveway, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Holding the pickle switch for an auto release. Bombs away. There she goes, down there. Get the sensor of interest on the right. Zoom out so we can see the boom. Nice and high. Keeping away from the bad guys. GBU. So next we've got one MAV and then we've got guns. That's all we've got left. And then some anti-air stuff. Just roll out on an eastbound course. Bam! There we go. Did you see that? Epic.
Uzi 1, Badger 1. Great job, direct hit.
Well, I'm glad you guys were paying attention then to the Maverick stuff and switching across to GBU. Thank you. Appreciate it. That almost got really buggered up.
Advise when ready for third
Okay,
line.
third targets. Con 2. F10. Third target, go ahead.
Badger
Fuel's
1, yeah,
good.
Go ahead, 9 line.
And we'll just bring it down to 400
Uzi
knots,
1-1,
I think.
9 line as follows. Your IP is Kasab Airfield. Running heading 200. Distance
2238.
8 miles. Target elevation 2238 feet. Target house north 260324. East 561204. Target will again be marked by Badger 1-1, laser code 1688. Friendlies, northeast 1,000 meters on valley floor, egress east. Use AGM 65.
561204, enter, MAV, HSI,
Uzi 1-1 copies.
waypoint
Target
designate,
elevation is 2238
15 miles, a little wide on the
Target
arc.
building north 260324 east 561204.
Easy
Target
1-2's
marked
behind.
by Badger 1's laser 1688. Friendlies northeast 1,000 meters.
Mav's
on
the
valley
active
floor.
on station 3,
Egress east.
just
Marked
under
using
the
65.
engine intake thing there, so you just can't really see it that much.
Uzi 1-1, Badger 1-1, read back correct. Laser on, code 1688, you're cleared hot.
1688.
Uzi 1 cleared hot.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity.
Command him to go and help with anti-air. And in we go. So, soy left, uncage. I don't know where 2's gone, he's somewhere here. Well, hey. That was the autopilot then. Okay, so 30 seconds. Just gonna go caged, uncaged one more time now we've rolled out. Gonna keep the speed up. Mill power, but keeping it a slight descent down to Angel 16. 10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rifle. So that's not precise, but we've got the bunker and the house. If I zoom out enough now, that's what we're kind of targeting here. I'm going to bring the power back, bring those wings level, and we'll just continue to fly out 270 degrees for now, because that's good enough, I think. So now we're out of bombs, guns only, and air-to-air. Target should be engaging imminently. Bam. There we go. Critical. House destroyed. Infantry's destroyed.
Uzi 1-1, direct hit on the target.
1-1 copy, thanks.
Happy days. Ooh, what's he bombing?
Uzi 1-1, Badger 1, I can see a truck escaping the last target compound heading east.
What?
We need you to get that truck, but we can't laze it from here. Clear it out on that truck.
Of course you can't. Right. Okay, so what is it?
Okay, Uzi 1
Okay, now we actually need the gun.
heading east from the last target.
CCIP. BGU. Christ almighty, how the chuffing heck. Oh, I got no idea. I'm just gonna roll here. ATC. Soy's right. Where's the truck? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm in the cloud. Terrible timing. Really bad timing. Come on, cloud. Oh! Is that the right mode? I hope it is. Oh, I can't see a bloody thing now. Where's it gone?
Running in.
There's a lot of heads down with this stuff. Might have to just acquire it visually, you know, and go bang bang. My goodness, where has it gone? Where's the bad guys? Where's the smoke? Probably right underneath us somewhere. There's the smoke. Where is the truck? He's trying to nibble and escape. Apparently I'm right over the top of it. Oh, he's done it for me. What a lad.
Who's you on? Great job on that truck. You shacked it.
He's actually done it for me.
Copy, thanks.
Yeah. So we acquired it. So what I need to do is learn how to reacquire this kind of thing and do like the auto tracking thing.
I have no further tasking for you. Great job today. You're cleared to depart.
Hey, right.
Copies. Glad to be a help. You call us
Reslave
anytime
that.
you need us. Uzi pushing wizard.
Out of bombs. Let's go out of ground. Just in case. And was it Wizard 20, wasn't it? Light to guard. Channel 1. Oh, right hand to channel 1. Okay, so what's that? In Uzi 1-1 checking in, do you need the tanker? Or are you good to return to base? I think we're good to return to base. So, what is it? F10 option. So, COM2, F10, RTB mother. TACAN 74 X-ray, Uzi 11. ATC's on 384.4. Which is channel 9.
Two, check right.
2.
2 will fly the standard case 1 departure, fly BRC at 500 feet for 7 miles. We'll push tactical and turn on course.
2.
Oh, that's trying to catch up with the ATC that I was messing up on earlier. Taxi to Cat 3 or 4. But that's alright. So 4X. And was it ILS channel 11? Yes. I think that's channel 11. I don't know if there's a way that it tells you anywhere. 3 minutes to go. So, COM 1, ATC. I'll switch your left hand radio to channel 4 for ATC. Arrivals 278. So let's go header ground off. Master mode disarm. Get that off. Don't need those. Landing lights are off. Let's go from tactical now to overt with our lights. Is that the ship down there? It might well be. So what is it? ATC F5 CVN 74.
Marshall 411. Marking mops 292 417. Angels 14. Holding hands with 422. Low state 5.3.
411. Mother's weather is visibility 10 plus miles. Scattered clouds at 8,000. Altimeter is 290.903. Case 1 recovery expected BRC 358. Report see me at 10.
411.
358 for the course select. And we've got to now work to get into the case 1 arrival. So we're going to fly overhead and high first. And then we shall go from there, and we want to go to F11 parent menu, flight, F3.
Flight RTB.
Roger.
Send him home. There she is. So that's 600. I want 358 knots. Sorry, 350 knots. V49 will do. ATC will help here. It's in the auto throttle control system thing that it's got. I'm going to move the scale down there to 10 so I can see stuff a bit better. That's all off, everything's safe. We've got anti-skid off. Really? It's not low, is it? 2992. Rad outs. 8 miles to the carrier. Channel select is 11, but I don't think we're using the auto kind of ILS stuff. And then it's going to be winch hook down. This is my, since the last stream, this is my next attempt at the ATC stuff actually. Flight sim, the inputs to zoom, I've got like a little in and out on the HOTAS, and that's what I use to zoom, mate. Down we go. Crossing the course line. Down to 800 feet, isn't it? The rejoin. And then we want com 1 F5. See you at 10.
411. See you at 10.
Update state, switched out.
411. Low state 5.3.
Nine. Oh, there's the chopper. Meow, my goodness. Tanker, no we don't. We want ATC F5, F1. So that's just sat ready. I've got a Hornet ball button somewhere, but I can't remember for the life of me what it is. 840, 838, 2810, 800.
411. Overhead Angels 1.
Here
Holding
we
hands
go.
with 422. Low state 5.3.
411. Power, roger. BRC 358. Signal is Charlie.
360. ATC's not doing a great job there. Anyway, we want hook down. Lost a bit of altitude. Let's get back to 800. There's the ship. Alex says, just had the US Navy on the blower, wondering if I was up for joining them. Top Gun was mentioned. Yeah, tell them to watch this. They've got no idea what they're about to witness. There's the ship. $800, 350, throttles idle. Whoa, hello. Just let go of the old. That was an autopilot system kicking in then, I think. Not sure. Gear down, flaps full, a little bit of power. Because I've got to hold up at 600 rad out. There's less ship. It's a little bit better than last time. A little inaccurate still though, look. Speed can we could do with coming down a little bit. Got to try and get it trimmed. A lot of power. 600, there's the altitude alert. I can't do this. I'm so bad at it. I end up using pitch. Too slow. There we go. That's a bit better on AOA. Look at that. Oh, it always looks like you've overshot, but actually you probably haven't.
Portable 8.6.
Oh. Oh. Come on.
Portable 8.5.
I'm gonna get it down anyway. Slightly offset there. Don't know if we. Crosswind. No, we've got it. Oh, we didn't get it. Woohoo! Touch and go on the ship. Wonder what happened there. Looks down. Round we go. Let's try again. So a little bit higher and wider this time in the pattern. Then we'll just reset with the overhead brake like before. He says. Yeah, I'm really bad at the approach. It also doesn't help, we've got that tank on the right hand side there, so it makes it a little bit trickier. We could drop it, but the advice that you constantly get given in these kind of sims is that actually they want the tanks back in real life, so you wouldn't jettison them anyway, even though it would make your life a hell of a lot easier. But I can't get the final turn right, so it's rolling out for the downwind at 600 feet, and then you use power instead of pitch to deal with your rate of descent in the turn. But that is where I really struggle. Like, really struggle. Looking at the ship then, and what I did is I actually ended up pitching down slightly, so I'm just going to lift the nose, get it to 800. There's the ship once again. Hopefully that helicopter's well out of the way this time. Throttle's idle. Round we go. .610. Bit close that time now, aren't I? So I don't really understand how you manage the turn so tight. I don't want to creep above 600 too much, because I feel like then it's cheating a little bit. There's the AOA, so we've got the AOA nailed. There's our altitude, we've busted it. Anyway, let's add power. So we've got it a bit better on the trim this time. Oh, I'm making a point of not looking towards the ship. Oh hey, hello. I feel like I've got some sort of assist on today that's fighting me. That speed shot right up. The heck?
411, Barnaball, 7.5.
Just sort this power out here. Hold on. Bear with me. That's a bit better.
411, Barnaball, 7.5.
What? Yeah, but it tells you not to pitch. I can't look at the live chat. Hold on. That's buggered that again. Now I've got time to save it.
Barnaball, 7.4.
Oh, buggered that. Come on, afterburner.
Check gear.
Oh. This is like the most stressful part. Oh my goodness. We're going to get a lot of that alert while we do that. The thing is, I feel like this 1% power bit here, this 1% G per speed for the turn, I feel like I'm getting better at that all the time. My gear isn't down now because I've put it away, Eminem. That's why. Because I've balked the landing, decided to go around. It was before though, on the actual approach. Where's that? Was it Control F6? Control F8? Was it left shift, left alt F8? What was the... What was the control earlier that somebody mentioned that was like the landing guy's viewpoint? Mind you, I bet he's not there now, I bet he's running away. There's the helicopter. Okay, let's give this another go. There's the Waka Waka. Oh, there's the ship. It's closer than I thought. Let's go to... If you're enjoying it today, keep pressing that like button, folks. Helps me work out what content's popular, what's not. Left Alt and F9, thank you. Oh yes. Take the afterball for 1 second, look what happens. Below 800. Speed's okay though, I think I'll just set that there. Let's get back to 800. Gently. Let's roll more pitch, keep the velocity vector above the horizon. Roger. sloppy. Just realised I was still turning towards the ship. So that's nice and trim there. So let's add some power. Sinking a bit too much. But again, like the power there, look, in the turn, starts to accelerate the jet quite a lot. So I don't really want to do that. It's all very tricky, this. This is looking a bit better though, 187. Easing off the power.
411.
Okay.
6.5.
Too fast, that's fine. Let's just get the throttle idled off. Yes, thankfully lots of fuel. 1.5 to bingo. What power. Sloppy, I've just takes a while for these jets to spool up. A little bit right.
You're directly left. You're lined up left.
Oh, I nailed it! Okay, brakes. There's mill power set. Let's get rid of that. Hook up. Now let's get the wings folded. Badger 1 and his team are safely back. Oh, I'm still connected to the old hook. There we go. Okay, so I had to let it rebound a little bit. That's cool. Oh, this is so good. Going on my nose wheel steering. Oh, I can't. So I can go that way. Okay, there we go. Is that my mate? Is he already down? I think he is. Eminem thanks. Every time I approach, he gets nervous as well. I want to know where my mate is. I assume that might be him there. Round we go. Careful not to whack it off the edge. Bingo. Bar brake. Disarm that bad boy. Arch effect, there we go. That's the one. Ooh, that can go off. So the shutdown procedure I'm still not that familiar with on the aeroplane. I tend to kind of get it all set like that, and then I'll just go detents for 1 or 2. Laxo. So where is Uzi 1-2? Oh, he's there. It was him there. He's already got down. Jammy bugger. He's in the mess. That's what he's in. Right. Now we can do mission number 2. Or actually, mission number 3. So we go in. Oh, can we do watch track? How does that work? That'll do. I'll just save that. End mission. Cool. And then we've got Escalation. Now I've got no idea what's going to happen here. And I might need your guidance, folks, in the live chat to help with this as well. Let me go do a quick sit rep on the dog, fill my glass of water up, and I shall be back in a moment as we load the briefing. And I'll leave you guys to read the situation. Yeah, the situation and the initial part of the objective. Alright, so hopefully you've read that, you can brief me. He says. Mission number 3. So 3 hours ago, elements of the Iranian Navy attacked the oil rigs located in the Saleh oil field 30 miles north of Ras Al Khaimah. Initial reports, 2 of the 3 rigs are destroyed, 3rd heavily damaged, casualties are heavy, scores, 3rd injured, missing. Search and rescue operations are underway with the UAE and US Navy providing overhead combat air patrol. Not expecting any further interference from the Iranians at this time, but we cannot be complacent. Elements of Orange had a listening post on one of the rigs that was destroyed. It appears the Iranians have taken the Orange personnel prisoner, transported them to Tunb Island. Mission today is provide defensive combat air patrol overhead the rescue operation at Saleh. Launched at 13:30 and expected to relieve the combat air patrol currently on station at 13:50. You'll be expected to remain on station until 1500, refueling as required. During the last 48 hours, they've been heavily active in the Strait of Hormuz. MiG-21's F-4 aircraft have been making several flights each day in the area as well. Orange reports they've been picking up radar indications of MiG-29 and F-14's radar more frequently in the last week. Takeoff on Cat 3 or 4 only. Monitor guard on both radios whenever airborne. And there's one over the boat if we need to refuel and get some juice. Let's see what happens. That's us. We got the call. That's the point. What's my bingo? What the? What does that mean? Altitude 13,000, so Angel's 30. Mach 085. Left hand orbit. Base altitude 10. Rules of engagement, yellow weapons hold. Got no bingo stuff. Unless I can't see it and it's here somewhere. We'll go for 5,000. Anyway. APU don't actually know what weapon systems we've got on here either. Fuel 0. Oh, it's not got. Oh, look at that, we've got loads. The heck are they expecting this time? Engine crank right. Yeah, weird it says fuel 0 there. I suppose it's because we haven't got the engines on. We should have fuel in them, right? Let's find out. There we go. We've got juice.
Roll left, roll left.
Crank one. Thanks, Flying Panda.
Flight control.
So, that's all air to air. And gun. Get the heading mode aligned. Run fuel for engine 1. Deck's full. That got sunset as well, lovely. Cool, that is closed. .98 seconds left before we get that ready. Flight controls, get them reset. Flaps to half. 45. We'll go for nose up 17. We could probably get away with 16 to be fair. We want. Oops. Let's hide that. ECM standby. Bypass on. That's on. Radar standby. 26 seconds to go. APU's just turned itself off. Good. And there we go. That's just in a self test. Semi-auto. Two. Let's save and return. Clear that. That's okay. Let's go to channel 20.
Strike Uzi 1 checking in.
Springfield on station at bullseye 153 for 100.
Uzi 1-1 strike, roger. We're going to launch you to patrol overhead the site of the Iranian attack and provide overhead air cover. The USS Doyle is steaming towards the platforms and will be on scene within 1+20. Break.
Springfield on station at Bulls 153 for 100.
We've currently got COT 8 flight and Enid 9 flight, providing cap overhead the oil platforms. SAR helos have been back and forth, and we think we've got all the survivors on board.
Springfield on station at Bulls 153.
Those.
On one of the oil rigs there was, in fact, an orange listening post. It seems like
Oops.
it's been destroyed, and we cannot account for some of our personnel. We suspect the Iranians may have taken some prisoner.
Springfield on station at Bull.
Uzi 1 copies all. We'll get airborne right away.
Springfield on station at Bullseye 153.
Uzi 1 roger. Wizard will have further details for you airborne. Good hunting. Strike out.
Springfield on station at Bull.
Uzis push 4 left, 1 right.
2000.
Go for 80. That's all good. That's all set. EW's on. Wings are unlocked currently, and we want Yeah, situational awareness. We're happy with that. That's kind of replicated there anyway. Let's leave it active. Right, where are we at? So throttles are good. They're all the same. Everything looks good there. That's good. Let's get the lights set up as we need them. APU's off. Rudder trem we've set. FCS is reset. Looking down, that was all good. Bleed air's done. Get that on operational. INS is on IFA. Fleur's on standby, and that's armed. That's all good. That's set to on. Let's get the ground crew to release the chocks. So F4 and F2.
Remove the wheel chocks. Copy.
They disappear.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
And brakes off. Yeah, I assume it would be all ready to go if this was a proper scramble. We use Cat 3. Brakes. Out the wings. Good. He's off there to Cap 2. That's fine. That's all locked. Brakes are on. He's asking us to get the launch bar down. So we've retracted that, dropped that. No X's on the FCS. Checklists. 17. Oh, I thought I had enough power that time. Bit more. There we go. Jolly good. Cool, he's giving us the wiggle. I haven't retracted the launch bar. Give him the salute. It's a terrible time to have to do admin. Gear up, flaps up. Data link on, data link on. That's on. Push 13 left. There we go.
Wizard,
There we are.
flight checking in as frag.
Infield 1 on station at Bold 169 for 60 at 3 out.
Uzi 1 flight, Wizard, authenticate Alpha Delta.
Infield 1.
Uzi authenticates Golf.
Infield 1 on station at Bold 170 for 60 at 3,000.
Uzi 1 Wizard, authentication checks, proceed direct Cap 91.
Infield 1.
Uzi 1-1.
Infield 1 on station at
What's next? Bit of fleur on. Let's keep climbing. Oh. HOTAS Jace is. Oh, look at that. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator level of good, that. HOTAS is a Winwing F15 EX2. No, F16 2 with EX2. The F16 EX2. Just got the extension with a couple of other bits on there. We're gonna get to Angels 30. Where's me wingman?
Flight, join up.
I have no idea what to expect here. So weapons wise, we've got this, folks. So what's your advice? We've got We've got 9M, ABs, and so we've got 3 ABs, 1, 2, 3, 4 9Ms, 9 mics. What's this?
We have confirmed it was elements of the Iranian Navy who attacked the Salah oil rigs. 2 of the platforms are totally destroyed, one of which was
2992, so that's going to be Angels.
The Iranians have in fact been able to take a number of oil workers hostage, and we can now confirm they do have elements of Orange in custody. Great.
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 175 for 70 at 30,000.
We do not anticipate any Iranian interference with the rescue and recovery operations, but we're not going to take any chances. Expend and UC Flight will maintain
Good morning, Canadian Flight Simmer.
rigs, which we maintain are in UAE waters and international airspace. Great.
Just sidewinders. So how do I use them most effectively then? Because we're learning as we go. I've got 1 mission left in me. Pass or fail.
+20 and orbit overhead the oil rigs. Stay between the oil rigs and the UAE coastline as to not antagonize the Iranians too much.
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 178 for 70 at 30,000.
Lucy 1, roger. We'll keep our orbit between the oil rigs and the friendly coastline.
Infield 1, on station at Bulls 179 for 70 at 30,000.
So actually we want weapons safe, but air-to-air mode armed. So AB3, gun, 9 mic, loft, 0. So 4 9 mics, right for AB3. So we're probably going to use the 9 mics then, aren't we? Which is an AIM 9M. And is that Fox 2 or Fox 3? Do I have to get a radar lock? Fuel, plenty. There's my wingman. Off in the distance. Coming up on Angels 30. And actually I need to change my air-to-air radar system now. Have I got AIM 120s? Bingo. Happy days, look at that. AB, Fox 3, AIM 129M, Fox 2, heaters. Thank you. God, look at that crosswind. We go waypoint, oops, CPL, barrow altitude. It's going to get us to fly towards that. I'm going to turn sequence. One off. No, sequence 1 can stay on, but auto actually keeps us auto sequencing, doesn't it? So yeah, that's fine. So it's going to be Fox 3 for AIM 120, which is the 9Ms, right? Which is that radar lock. And then, so Fox 3 is the AIM 120, which is this, the AB3. I get it so confused, don't I? So Cap Angel's 30. Need to bring our Mach down a little bit to Mach 7.5. Which is what the ATC actually aims for. So it doesn't look for like indicated airspeed. Thomas Seller, mate. It is, isn't it? Look at that crosswind. So IS 0.75 actually is going to make this immediately challenging, because look at the energy that we're going to dissipate off the aircraft. Down to like 250 knots. So if we get to Mach 7.5 there, and then ATC, coupled waypoint on the right on the herd. So that should hold now, Mach 7.5 for us. Left hand orbit. So Cap 1, followed by Cap 2. BE Keb, then tanker at 0.4, so we're going to have to do a bit of refueling. That was fun last time. And then Kasab before Minhad, and then home, he says. So we've still got a way to go. We're there just after north of Fujairah, or just overhead of Fujairah. We've got Enfield 82 coming out. And there's the tanker there, Arcol. There's Colt 92 and Enfield 42 and Enfield 41 patrolling. So we're going to take over a cap here initially. There's Tumbit Island, which we've got told the Iranians have got things at. So when we get a bit closer, we're going to decouple CPL thing. And I want electronic warfare, SA, that's already armed anyway. We'll receive the data. And then we'll just have to react and deal with whatever goes on, really.
Caught 9 flight, Enid 8 flight, your relief is coming up on station, you're both cleared to RTB direct mother.
Infield 1 on station.
There we go.
Caught 9.
I'm going to swap.
Enid 8, RTB, mother.
Infield 1 on station at Bullseye 181 for 80 at 30,000.
Never been to 30,000 feet in DCS, but look at that. Looks really good. There's Uzi 1-2. Off the wing. I'm actually quite nervous with this one, because I've focused so much on ground attack now that I'm not really sure what to expect with this. We got to get rid of lights, so lights are off. And we're getting lots of blips. We'll go for a 60-degree 6-bar scan, and we'll go for medium. We'll go for high interweave, interweave, something like that. Do 80 miles just to get a bigger field of view. But how long have we got? 50 miles to the waypoint before we start our cap. To do an 80-degree scan. Gives us a bit of a wider field of view to scan our targets as we arrive at our station. I'm doing a lot of the talking, but what it is in my head is I'm kind of just talking out loud to everything that's, well, to myself effectively. So there's the other aircraft there being sent to go home. I think they're going back to Kasab. And that F-14 there appeared on our radars. But yeah, nothing yet on the situational map. We shall just see what happens. So get a little bit familiar with all of this. We can't arm that yet because we're not in master mode arm. Thomas says he personally keeps a 4-bar. So 60. 4-bar. 60. 4-bar. I'm still getting used to all of this. And then we'll range 80 miles. Mikhail, welcome, mate. Want to turn off coupled mode. Hit the set button on the radar, it will remember your setting. Oh yes. Thank you. Mark, welcome mate. Hopefully I'm doing the RAF proud. He says, having been having ejected twice on the last mission. Failed miserably on the last mission rather. So SA. Medium targets, probably reasonable, isn't it, to select S mode. What's that mean? Go for automatic, right? Because then it should automatically select targets for us, I believe. Oh, look at that. It's the C-130 Hercules. Epic. I am getting more and more
Wizard Uzi 11 is established in the cap overhead the oil plant.
familiar with this.
Infield 1.
Uzi 11 Roger, stand by, AO update in 5.
Infield 1. On station at Bulls 171 for 70 at 30,000.
Wizard 12 players, the situation remains as briefed. The USS Doyle is making her way towards the oil platforms to try and effect a rescue. Picture is clean. Uzi 1 and Expend 4 will maintain cap. Warning yellow, weapons hold. Do not fire unless fired upon.
Does that mean I can arm my weapons? My master switched us from safe to arm. It's really active around here. We might actually accidentally shoot down friendlies. So I'll go for any air-to-air stuff. We'll go for 9 mics because that way I can set something a bit more precise. Don't know what that is. Oh, it's Enfield 4-2. Right, let's disregard that. Just a little practice for locking targets.
Coalition aircraft. Coalition
Oh. Okay, we've got our first threat. Captain Bob, no, Guillermo's is not an okay call sign on VATSIM.
Wizard Uzi 1, do you copy the Iranian transmissions on guard?
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 166 for...
Uzi 1-1, roger. You are authorized to switch and answer them on 243.0.
Infield 1.
Uzi 1 flight, push 243.0 on the
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 166 for 60 at 30,000.
2, check right. 2. Iranian Air Defense, Iranian Air Defense. This is U.S. coalition aircraft on guard.
Alright.
We are conducting a search and rescue operation within international airspace. Please stay clear of the area. Over.
Make sure chaff and flares are armed. The heck? Someone's got a lock on me. How can I work out what's locking onto me? Doing a little loop here, little left turn.
Iranian Air Defense on guard. This is coalition fighter aircraft.
Oh, thank you, Thomas.
Rescue operations within international airspace. Please do not interfere.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was embarrassing. I just burst a load of flares off just in case. Panicked. Oh, what a clown. AI, Captain Bob, yes. EW set hard, thank you, mate. Love it. Let's put that on infrared just in case you want to use that. Oh no, I want
Air Defense. This
SA
is
page
coalition
there.
aircraft on guard. We will continue with our rescue operation within international airspace. Remain clear. Remain clear. Do not interfere with coalition operations. Coalition fighter aircraft out. 2, push 1 right. 2.
Uzi 1-1, Wizard. We copy your transmissions with the Iranians. Keep your eyes open and stay between the oil rigs and the friendly coastline.
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 16.
Uzi 1-1.
Infield 1, on station at Bulls 169 for 60 at 30,000.
Griffin, any station this net. Griffin 60. So I think this kneeboard.
Griffin 60, Griffin 60, Uzi 1-1. Read you loud and clear. How me? Over.
Calling Griffin 60, you are equipment unreadable.
That's the area we're deployed in at the moment. If you select the offset button on the RWR below the middle screen, it will separate things like different things tracking. Yeah, that's this here, right? That's that bit, that little twizzly knob, right? So I've left it on N for norm. going to overfly the airfield, sorry, the waypoint again. And then complete the left turns.
Wizard to all players.
Lead launch activity.
Wizard out.
Infield 1, on station at Bulls
What does that mean?
173 for 70 at 30,000.
Lead MiG alert. Bandar Abbas, which is over that way. Yep, they're airborne.
Wizard 1-1, on station at Bullseye 149 for 70 at 29,000.
Oh yes, thank you. Offset green.
Uzi 1-1, Wizard 1-1, pop-up group 030-480 at 2,000 knots. Uzi 1-1, Wizard 1-1, pop-up group 032-490 at 1,500 knots.
Put my weapons on arm just in case. There it is. Now illuminated. We're going to see what happens now. The thing is, they've launched and we're doing cap and we're away, but left-hand orbit. So I might actually just keep this on. $30,000, max 7.5. We are. That's on receive transmit. If we go to transmit mode.
Players, Bandit King 028 for 24, tracking southwest.
Oh, actually, that continues.
On station at Bulls 177 for 70 at 30,000.
Continues to scan. Let's change the scale back to 160, getting closer. And they're off radar, which means they've probably gone ghost. Pop their ECM on. They're not coming up on us yet. They're heading up the coastline, so that's fine. We'll continue to fly as we are at the minute. Kind of like a downwind hold. Go with left wing down trim. There's a lot of suspense building with this, isn't there? Because at the minute they're kind of there where that little target, little waypoint thing is there. There's the ship heading towards to do some rescuing. There's us being rather cool. And then it was left control F2 for me to do some of this stuff.
Okay, Uzi 1 expend
Just as I was about to take a...
turn southbound toward you. Uzi 1 expend 4 remain south of the oil platforms at this time. Weapons tight. Acknowledge.
I was about to do a ruddy thing. Screenshot then.
Infield 1, on station at Bulls 182 for 70 at 30,000.
Okay, yeah, they're coming in hot now, look. Right towards us. Like, directly towards us. Okay, now they're being picked up on my radar.
Wizard to all players. Bogey, keg 315 for 8. Angels 18, now southbound.
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 184 for 80 at 30,000.
So will it continue to track him? Yes, F-14. It's the MiG, right? No, it's MiG-21. We might just be behind him, actually. He's at Angels 18. Oh, look. Auto throttle's just dropped off. God, they're coming right towards us now, look.
Wizard to all players. Bogey, keg 231 for 9. Angels 18, southbound. Uzi 1, recommend commit and intercept this bandit group. Warning yellow, weapons hold. Do not fire unless fired upon.
Infield 1.
Uzi 1.
Infield 1, on station at Bullseye 184 for 80 at 30,000.
Actually, I want him to see us.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 011 for 45 at 18,000 knots.
But yes, 8 miles. Yes, there it is. So straight towards, and I've got to work out how to do an intercept. Probably not very well. They've now disappeared off here. Got to be him there, right? Yeah, it's got to be the MiGs. 40 miles. It's about 40 miles. At 18. So looking at that, yeah, the azimuth is right. And it's targeting that MiG now, isn't it? So it's actually kind of following him, right? So the target is locked on him. So just going to leave master arm on safe. Because I don't want to... I've got a lock on him, but I don't want to trigger it. Because episode 1, we had... we had a thing before, didn't we, on mission number 1, where it basically said that we had to... go for 20. Gonna get real close. Maybe I need to have that back on arm.
15 miles.
Can't see him. There he is, MiG-21. Oh, there's 4 of them. It's actually adding the suspense, the guy who's shouting in with this. They've just split.
Uzi 1, expend 4. Clear to engage. Clear to engage. Wizard out.
What the heck? you go.
Flight. Engage bandits. Engaging bandit. Uzi, 1-1. Wizard, 1-1. Bra, 29341. At 19,000 knots.
19,000 and hot. Where the heck are they?
Uzi, 1-1. Wizard, 1-1. Bra, 147. 411. Cold. Engaging bandit. Engaging bandit.
Fox 2.
I hope I've actually locked one.
1-1. Wizard, 1-1. 43 at 17,000 knots. Engaging bandit. Uzi, 1-1. Wizard, 1-1. Bra.
Okay, he's got a missile off.
2 weapons for kill.
Engaging bandit. Bold 174 for 70 to 3,000.
What the? I really don't understand these missions. I thought actually I'd kind of understood it a little bit, and the tutorials that I've done have allowed me to kind of get my head around some of it, but then when you actually go and do it, you realise that the tutorials included haven't taught you a single thing. Oh man, that's so frustrating. I can't work out how to... where was I going really wrong there? Nine M's, wasn't it? So let's go back, have a little look very briefly. Those. So, training. 9 mics, sidewinders. Which is what I had, wasn't it? Did I have any of those AMRAMs? Don't know if I did. So this is an example here, right? We'll go on to the training for this. Cola map is live. Exciting. I'll download that imminently then. In fact, so this will be the last thing we'll do, and then what I'll do is I'll drop out, end the stream, and then I'll download Cola because I've still got video from MSFS to sort out.
And M versions of the venerable Sidewinder short-range infrared guided air.
So we had, what was it, 9M and 9X?
Using a cooled infrared seeker, the Sidewinder locks onto the hot elements of the target.
I thought I was doing alright then. I thought I was doing everything that I was learning
The Sidewinder is a fire and forget after launch.
in the last video.
However, the Sidewinder can be decoyed by flares and is less effective against ground clutter. Today we're looking at the L and M versions. The A9L, or Lima, entered production.
Not all
in
weapons give you a warning, Canadian Flight Sim, from what I learned the other day. But I get confused with it all.
Did a lock on a target at any aspect angle. However, a rear aspect provides much better detection. The Mike, or AIM-9M, is an improved version of the Lima with better flare rejection and a reduced smoke motor. In a later lesson, we'll take a look at the AIM-9X and the joint helmet-mounted queuing system. The Sidewinder can be used on both bore sight mode and slaved to a radar-locked target. I currently have the lesson paused as we discuss some of its features. To select a Sidewinder, press down on the weapon select switch, or press left, shift, and S. Do this now.
Loft.
When selected with no target locked on radar,
Oh, I've got it up.
the Sidewinder will be in bore sight mode.
Just controls. Hold on. Up. Sidewinder. Down is Sparrow. Right is AMRAM. So I had AMRAMs and I had Sidewinders. So it's the Sidewinders that I really buggered with.
This is indicated by the single reticle on the HUD that indicates the seeker line of sight. Below on the HUD, you will notice the name of the weapon, 9M.
When you press the lock button, press the cage button.
Remaining to the right.
The seeker will follow the target within its seeker field of regard, which is I did a minute ago, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't press cage and then just fire. And I lost sight of the jets when they broke. I got all excited, started looking around in the jet, forgetting actually I need to be looking out. So that's going to be next week's thingy.
Uncage button on your throttle, or press C when you hear the lock tone. Once self-tracking, the seeker will automatically follow the target within its seeker field of regard. Before trying this though, let's first take a closer look at the AIM-9 format page on the left DDI. Press spacebar to continue.
There's a lot of words, but they don't actually kind of show you properly stuff.
Master arm indications. Along the wing form are indications for AIM-9 loading. 9L indicates stations with AIM-9L, and 9M indicates stations with AIM-9M. The selected station includes an SEL for selected below it. To cycle through AIM-9 stations, press the AIM-9 select switch on the weapon select switch, or press left shift S. This allows you to switch between AIM-9L and AIM-9M versions. When you are ready, press spacebar and I will unpause the lesson.
Oh yeah, so up, 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 moving around, 9Ms, 9Ls.
You now have two MiG-29.
So this is how it, look, it's perfect, look, they're right ahead of you. So then you just go for that.
You can either launch an AIM-9 now by pressing the trigger on the stick,
or you can uncage, which is what I did, but it didn't do that before.
Button on the throttle, or pressing C. Once self-tracking, launch an AIM-9. It may take more than one to bring down the MiG.
Box 3? Is it that one?
Splash.
Bam.
Keep an eye on the second MiG-29 and follow it. We will use a radar-slaved track for that one. Follow the second drone. To lock up the second drone on radar, press up on the sensor select switch, or press right alt.
That's what I should have done as well.
This will place the radar in air combat maneuvering, or ACM mode.
Should have done that one.
Keep following the second drone. When ACM mode is first selected, the bore sight auto acquisition mode is selected. This is indicated by the dashed circle on the HUD. To lock up the target, fly to place the target
I forgot to do that.
dashed circle and have the target under 10 miles away.
Bam.
Fly to keep the target at about 1 mile to keep the radar locked. On the HUD is a large, solid circle that acts as both the AIM-9 allowable steering error circle and as the normalized in-range display, or NERD circle. Fly to keep the small steering dot inside the circle to give the missile the best chance of reaching the target. Along the outside of the circle are two triangle NERD indications. The one at the 6 o'clock position is the missile maximum range, also called RMAX.
So I mean, it's a bit not controversial is the wrong word. It's a bit weird me launching myself into a campaign to give it a go in an actual sortie where I'm under pressure and I'm having to do a whole lot of stuff. But that's how I'm kind of learning this a little bit better than these tutorials. I'm getting a bit of an idea from this, but beyond that,
your range to the target is less than the minimum range indication.
I kind of take it and then I try and practice with it
Steering dot
again.
is inside the ASE circle, and the weapon is armed. The shoot fuse will appear, and you can launch the missile by pulling the trigger. Nice job. Down the second drone. Some final thoughts on using your AIM-9. First, the secret can better track the target
And that's it. Look, that's that Sidewinder's apparently mastered. Ah, that's the sun. That's what I did before.
So it may take more than one to bring
Ah.
Press escape to
So
enter
they didn't
left.
tell you that. Right, anyway. There you go, folks. Hopefully you've enjoyed another little bit of Fighter Friday. Lots of mistakes. Lots and lots of mistakes, but otherwise all good fun. Join us next week, where we're going to do a little bit more Microsoft Flight Simulator with another attempt at DCS as well, of course, to try and see if we can improve on today's efforts, and the learning will no doubt therefore continue as well. So hit like, hit subscribe before you head off. Thanks for joining us. The Cola map's now released. I'll be having a little look at that imminently, hopefully sharing a little video with you guys to help you work out whether or not you want to purchase that, and I'll be exploring that as a new pilot for DCS as well. Keep your eye out for the big names in DCS content creation as well, that will no doubt have videos out on that very soon. But in the meantime, as always, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.